Hello, all my little baking cubs. Welcome back to another episode of Cliffles, the Baking Bear. Today we're going to make a real simple, quick recipe. You're not going to believe how easy this recipe is. I'm going to go real slow because there are several ingredients involved, but when you see it all done, it is delicioso. It is cinnamon churro cupcakes. They taste just like churros, but they're a cupcake. Okay, let's get started. Now, first of all, this recipe calls for ounces. So I recommend you go get a little digital scale. You can find them at, any of the places around, and they're not very expensive. You don't need a big expensive one, but it's a little digital scale. I recommend you get that. So I'm going to go through the list of ingredients, get a piece of paper, and write all this down. You're going to need 1 box of white cake mix. It doesn't matter which brand, just white cake mix. I've already taken out of the box, cut the top off, and this is 1 package of white cake mix. Next is 10.65 ounces of water. That's 10.65 ounces of water. Next is 1.75 ounces of oil. 1.75 ounces of oil. 3 eggs, 8 ounces of sour cream. Once again, 8 ounces of sour cream. You need 4.25 ounces of all-purpose flour. 4.25 ounces of all-purpose flour. 7 ounces of brown sugar. Once again, 7 ounces of brown sugar, and 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, and 2 tablespoons of cinnamon. 2 tablespoons of cinnamon, 2 teaspoons of vanilla, 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt, 7 ounces of brown sugar, 4.25 ounces of all-purpose flour, 8 ounces of sour cream, 3 eggs, and a partridge in a pear tree. No. You also need 1.75 ounces of oil, 10.65 ounces of water, and 1 package of white cake mix. All we're going to do now is put our cake mix. I'm telling you, this is real simple, and they come out so good. We're going to put our water, our oil, our eggs, our sour cream, our all-purpose flour, our brown sugar, our salt. See how easy this is? The hardest part is just getting all the ingredients together. Our vanilla extract and our 2 tablespoons of cinnamon. We're going to use the paddle attachment, lock it down, and we're going to start out on slow now and get it all incorporated. And if you stay tuned to the end, I'm going to show you how we finish this. And the secret is we're going to put caramel on the inside of them and then ice them in. So now I've got this up to about medium speed, and we're just mixing. Now you notice around the sides there is still some items of cinnamon and things. We're going to let it mix for 2 to 3 minutes. In the meantime, we're going to make mini cupcakes. So I've already got my mini cupcake holder here and the paper liners that go inside, and I have a scoop. Now we're not going to use that big old scoop, but we're going to use the scoop to scoop out to put inside. So look, it's mixing up pretty good, and it's pretty much like a regular cake mix, box cake mix that you get. The reason I'm doing this recipe is because it's real simple, my little baking cubs, and you know, the ingredients are nothing extravagant. Oh look, it's chaos, it's chaos. Ooh, he came out of hibernation too. He knows there's something good going on in the baking cave. Hey, Chaos. That's my little buddy over there. Okay, so now we've mixed. I think we've let it go for about, a minute and a half, 2 minutes. It's all mixed together. Looking good. We'll let it go about 1 more minute. I hope everybody has enjoyed Kuffels the Baking Bear. It's been fun doing these. And I like showing everyone how to make simple but tasty baked items at home. You know, I've been baking for over 30 years, so I have lots of experience. And later down the road, we'll get into more difficult items to make. But I'm starting out with my whole series of doing simple, basic recipes that you can do at home and don't take a long time. So now that we have our recipe, everything's in there, it's all mixed up, no lumps. Going to turn it off. Look at that. And I'm going to take it off. And one of the last things I'm going to do is just kind of scrape the edges here and make sure all that cinnamon and everything is all mixed in. Get down on the bottom. It's all mixed. We're good to go. And then I'm going to take my scoop. And now cake batter, you should go about 3/4 of the way up with cake batter. And we're going to put them in a preheated oven at about 350 degrees. And because these are minis, they're only going to take about 18 to 20 minutes to bake. I hope everyone has enjoyed Kuffels and all his baking. We've done chocolate chip cookies, and I think we've done sugar cookies. And one day I'll show you how to decorate cookies, and further down the line, we'll work on simple decorating a cake and how to make regular cakes. I mean, baking can encompass so much, from cookies and cakes to pies, you know, just breads, breakfast items, Danish, croissants. Now we're getting into the difficult stuff with like croissants and Danish. But we'll start out with all the little simple things. I try to keep it simple for all of my little baking cubs, because I want y'all to enjoy the joy of baking. It truly is a wonderful thing to do, and I made a whole career out of it. So now we have everything scooped out, and we're going to put them in the oven, 350 degrees, and I'll have them back out. So see you in a minute. Hello everybody. So what we did was we baked our cinnamon churro cupcakes at 350 degrees, and it actually took about 30 minutes for mini cupcakes. So if you want to do regular size cupcakes, it's probably going to take about 45 minutes. And the way I check is I just lightly press, and if they spring back, they're done. So we're going to take two, set these aside. I'm going to take a little knife, and I'm going to cut out the center, just like this. Okay, and we'll do one more just to show you how we do this. I have my knife at a little angle, and then if you don't want to make caramel, you can get some caramel at the store. And I like to take caramel and we fill that cupcake with caramel. Yummy. Then I take that little sliver and I put it back on the top. And you can use white buttercream or you can use chocolate. I'm going to use some chocolate buttercream. And we just go around. And we go around. And there you have delicioso cinnamon churro cupcakes. They're really good, especially when you bite into them and you get that cinnamon and that caramel. So that cinnamon churro cupcakes, stay tuned next week and we'll have another exciting episode for all my little baking bears of Cliffles, the Baking Bear. See everybody later. Bye.